My father tell you all about me. Pope Ronnie, charmed life. How great I am. That's how he is with you. You should hear him with me. You'd be singing a different tune pretty quick. Wouldn't be Where is the Devil in Evelyn. On my 12th birthday, all the newspapers had headlines that Billy was coming to town. Life was doing stories on him, and Look, and the newsreels. Because Billy was searching America to find the ideal American boy to play Huckleberry Finn. And Billy came to New York, and he called my father, asked if he could stay here. Billy needed a hideout. In Waldorf Astorias all across the country, chambermaids would wheel in silver carts to change the sheets, and out of the sheets would hop little boys saying, "Hello, I'm Huckleberry Finn." Billy was coming here to hide out. Here. Billy coming here. I knew he would see me and take me back to California with him that very day. My parents told me my new clothes were on my bed to go get changed. I didn't want to tell them that I would be leaving shortly to start a new life. That I would be flying out to California with Billy on the HMS Huckleberry. I didn't want tears from them, only trails of envy. I went to my room, put on my new clothes, packed my bag. And my father calls out, "Ronnie, guess who?" "Billy, we named him after your father." "Ronnie, guess who?" I pick up my bag from the little leather handle, stand in front of the mirror and say goodbye to myself. Come out. Billy there, smiling at me. Suddenly, it dawned on me, you had to do things to get parts. I began dancing and singing immediately, things I have never done in my life before or since. I stood on my head and skipped and whirled, took spectacular leaps in the air so I could see the veins in the ceiling. I ran up and down the keys of the piano and sang and began laughing and crying soft and loud to show off all of my emotions. And Billy turned to my parents, whose jaws were down to about there. And he said, "You never told me you had a mentally retarded child. You never told me I had an idiot for a godchild." I picked up my bag, went to my room. Locked the door, never came out the whole time Billy was there. My father thinks I'm nothing. Billy, my sergeant, they laugh at me. You laughing at me? That's okay. You know what I think of you? Sorry you had to hear that. Pay $7 or $8 to hear that. But I don't care. Because I'll show you all. By tomorrow night, I'm gonna be on headlines all over the world. Cover of Time, Life, TV specials. I hope they use this picture of me. I look better with hair. Go ahead and laugh. Because I'll be too big for any of you.
The message of this monologue is so, it's so relevant to today.
Yeah, it is.
It almost seems like we're in this vicious cycle.
Yeah, it's so
of these
pervasive.
of these events just happening again and again and again. So life imitating art, art imitating life. I thought it would be interesting to put that spin on it
Yeah.
and to quiet it down.
Yeah, it gives it a very different feel, internally at least.
Well, it also for me, I'm taking you much more seriously than the largesse of the big piece.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's always the quiet guy you got to watch out for. You know, still waters run deep. It's not the guy that starts the fight; it's the guy that finishes the fight.
Yeah.
You know, it's the guy it's the guy or the girl who you never see coming. And that's how they're able to gain access. Also, he's talking about the fact that his head's shaved.
Yeah.
I hope they use this picture. You know, I look better with hair. So he's prepared himself.
Yeah.
That the guy that shot up Tucson 2 years ago shaved his head right before he went in. And you know, the only thing that was missing was from his scenario was a copy of Catcher in the Rye in his back pocket, for God's sakes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I thought that the emotional life that came out this time was really sad and really scary, because that that this had been boiling up inside of you, and you know, God help the people that are around you when you blow.
Yeah.
So good job.
Thank you.
All right, well done.
Very much.
Adjustment.